Hi girls, hi boys, it's Miki. Yeah, how are you? I want to welcome you to the Halloween special of Miki Yeah. What are we going to do? It's time for a Miki Yeah profession. Yeah, profession. A profession? In Halloween? It must be something terrifying and monstrous. What I have invented? I'm going to introduce you to my friend Ross. Ross has a very scary profession, very cinematic. I'm not going to give you more clues. I'm going to introduce him to you. But I want to warn you that everything you're going to see maybe is a little scary, but it's all fake, all fiction, just for fun in Halloween, okay? So, let me introduce you to...
Here's my friend Ross Mullan. Okay, guys? So Ross, what do you do for work?
Well, I'm an actor, and I've been an actor since I was a teenager. And also, as an actor, I do puppeteering and I play monsters on TV and in...
Wow, monsters. I told you guys this was going to be a Halloween special, so Ross is a terrific monster on TV show and cinema shows. So, what do you like most about your work?
Well, what I like most about my work is that I get to pretend to be other people and other beings. I get to pretend to be monsters. I get to be really bad, but it's okay because I'm just pretending.
Okay.
My imagination a lot, which is wonderful. And using my imagination and pretending to be other people, this is what keeps me young.
Oh, wonderful answer. Okay. So, what did you study or how did you train to work as cinema monster?
I studied as an actor at a college and university, and also studied as a puppeteer. So I learned how to use and manipulate puppets. I also worked in a theater company where I used a lot of masks. So it was dell'arte, and I would use a lot of mask work. And when I was doing this work, I realized that I was very good at using my body to create fantastical, amazing, weird creatures. And from that, I really started to work mostly in playing monsters. My first job was playing a dinosaur.
Oh, which one?
In a movie called Dinotopia, I played a character called Zippo. He was actually a librarian as well, so he worked in a library. And he was a small dinosaur. He wasn't like a scary eating dinosaur. He was a vegetarian. He's a cool dinosaur. And I created this character with the help of the movie studios, and then they created it into an animation as well. So it was like called motion capture.
Oh, wow. What did you used to play when you were a kid?
Well, I've always wanted to be an actor ever since I can remember, since I was 5 years old. And one of the things that I really loved was I loved the cartoon Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
I used to love the monsters on Scooby-Doo. And so I would pretend that I was these monsters. And when Halloween would come, I would always try to dress as a zombie or a vampire or a ghost. The other thing that I really loved to pretend to be when I was a kid was Batman. And I loved Batman a lot. And I made a costume of Batman out of all of the garbage bags in my mother's kitchen. So I made them all out of rubber plastic, and I put them and made them into ears.
Wow, so funny.
And I'm sure it looked really terrible, but in my imagination, it looked exactly like
Yeah, of course. So nice.
And when I told my mother and my father that what I wanted to be when I got older was I wanted to be a monster on Scooby-Doo or I wanted to be a superhero, they said, that's not possible. But I proved them wrong, and I got older and I became...
So you know it from
movies,
very long ago.
Believe in your dreams, yes.
So nice. So congratulations about that. I think it's an incredible answer. Okay, so what advice would you give to a girl or boy who wants to work as a monster like you in the future?
Well, my advice would be always play safe, pretend, never hurt yourself, never hurt another person when you're pretending to be a monster. Always play safe. Use makeup, try wonderful things, ask your mom and your dad to help you make costumes, and, you know, try to imagine what scares you the most. Now, this is a really good exercise. Whatever scares you at night, if you try to pretend to be that during the day,
Wow.
you're not scared of it at night anymore.
Wow. So nice, guys.
Yeah,
You
because
listen
when you become the
carefully?
monster, you become the monster, then the monster disappears.
Oh, so nice.
Good to play, to be a monster, and you know, learn a lot of skills if you want to become an actor of any kind. You know, it's always good to have really good skills like acrobat or, you know, roller skating. I've used everything to be a monster. You know, just as I said, be very careful and very safe. Don't try.
Always.
Just don't jump off of high places, and always ask your mom and dad to help you.
Normally, I finish the interview here. It's just 5 questions, but I have Ross Mullan in a Zoom, so I need to make more too if you let me. Okay.
Okay.
So coming back, you talk about makeup. What do you prefer, makeup or special effects when you perform a character?
Although it's very challenging to do the makeup because it takes a very long time. It's like 5 or 6 hours sometimes. And I have to get up very early in the morning, almost late at night. Get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and start work for 5 hours. And then I work for another 12 hours to film. It takes a long time to get off. But I still prefer to do this than to do computer generated image, because I feel more like the character when I am in makeup. When I do CGI, I don't feel as much like the character because someone else is going to be really creating a lot of stuff afterwards. But when I wear
more
makeup,
like in classic movies, no? Or the makeup more
I guess
sensitive.
so. And also, I think when people see the work, when they watch like the TV shows that I'm in or the movies that I'm in, what it is, it's a combination of both my makeup and then they also do some computer imaging on top of that. When you combine these two things, that is the best. And my favorite is to be in a costume and be on set and be with actors and acting. That's my favorite.
And I think people know perfectly if it's only makeup or a mix of both things.
Do people know this? I don't know.
Well, now in new movies, maybe it's more difficult, but
yeah,
I feel I really like most when I see, oh, this is makeup.
Yeah, I think people prefer it, and it's when they can believe that the monster is real and is right there, then that is the best, really. And you do that in many, many ways. A lot of the time, lighting is very important for this. Shadows and lighting can disguise a lot of things so you wouldn't see the imperfections of the makeup, perhaps. But they're getting better every year and more believable.
Totally true. Totally agree. So, for finish, what monster did you like to perform the most?
Wow. Well,
I know this is a difficult one.
It's very difficult to say because I don't have children, but I believe that my monsters are all like my children.
Oh.
Child that I have had very much. And
what a weird
times.
I see.
I would say that my favorite monster is a monster that a lot of children are not old enough to see, and he's called the White Walker on Game of Thrones. The reason why I love this monster the most is because he was very scary looking, but he also had a horse. So I had to learn how to ride a horse, and this was amazing. And I developed a relationship with a horse, which was really wonderful and magical for me.
You finally get what the most positive for you was riding a horse. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So guys, we have met Ross Mullan. He talked about his amazing job. So now it's time to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed it, and you have a very screaming and creepy night in Halloween. And we say goodbye to our friend, okay? So goodbye, Ross Mullan. Thank you very, very, very much. Bye bye.
Bye.